Hey, 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 beautiful heart, what's vibing today? All right, here to do the Lightworker check-in. What is going on with us, people? Okay. Interesting. If you haven't seen the general reading for today, you might want to go check it out. Why? From a different deck, the card Forgiveness came out. That card has been coming out almost all week. Oops, how's that? Okay, there we go. So I mentioned that because look, this card right here, this is 31, so it comes to a 4. Lift the curse, forgive. This message has been so strong this week. I don't want to repeat what I said in the last reading, but so go watch that. But forgiveness, one for yourself first. If you're holding anything against yourself, like feeling you're not lovable or people aren't going to love you because of this, or that, that is self-sabotage. Those are lies. You are absolutely lovable. Okay? Forgive yourself. Stop blaming yourself for whatever it is, okay? Number 20, arise from the ashes of despair. Look at those. Those two are going hand in hand. This message, or at least this part, feels like if you're feeling broken, you're feeling lost and lonely, or just so effed up that people aren't gonna love you and that you can never get better, stop right now. Stop telling yourself those lies. That is self-sabotage. That is 100% altered ego, and it's bullshit. It is the bullshit that has kept you stuck and in your head and overly emotional, okay? 36, retreat into nature, solitude. Very interesting. This is a completely different deck than what I used for the general, but the message is pretty much the same. So again, go check it out because you have been walking through some tremendous energy, really looking at yourself. The collective, the Lightworker collective, guys, we are leveling up like we've never leveled up before. We've been preparing for this. It's been, inch by inch to get us here. And the intense energy, it's not here to stay. It's here to move through. We tend to make it harder than it needs to be when we resist it, when we're in our head about it and analyzing instead of just going with the flow and detaching. Know yourself. Wow. Okay. Number 5, meditate. Who am I? The veil is lifting, opening. Yep. And guys, when you're in this process of knowing yourself and the veil lifting, all of this stuff that's going on that you're doing, it's uncomfortable. All kinds of darkness comes up and out and it gets stronger and stronger. There's that root right there that just feels like, oh my God, I can't get past it. I just rather take myself out. This is just too overwhelming. Guys, that root, hear what I have to say. That root, I promise you, is a false belief, a false perception about you. There's no truth to it. And it goes a little something like this. When you're processing and going through these darker emotions or times, there's an inner dialogue that kicks on. It's like putting a CD in. It's the same voice, same energy behind the words, says the same thing. It's gonna bring you back to a time when you were younger and you're sitting there just feeling so messed up, like you can't do anything right. And there's a dialogue. that repeats. It's been doing this for years and years and years and years. And when that dialogue comes on and the stronger it gets, you always shut down and pull back. Abort, 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 abort mission. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh my God. All hell's coming against me. I must be doing something wrong. Let me just go back into how I've always handled things. No. That's the deception right there. That is the matrix programming. That is monkey mind and altered ego, putting a dog leash, a dog collar around your neck, making a choker, putting you on a leash, and parading you around. Because that root that feels so intense to look at, it really is a false perception. And when you walk up to it and you look at it, that lion turns into a lamb, and you walk through into your freedom and into a deeper state of love. We have number 10, depths of love. Let go of fear to jump into love. Let go beyond attachments. I didn't even know that's what this said as I was doing my talk, but this is what I'm talking about. Let go of the fear. Walk up to it and walk through it. This is a pattern. It's a cycle. And this is where you always fall off. Don't get into judgment. Don't get upset or any of that, because guess what? We all do it. It's part of the programming. But once we understand and we recognize that and acknowledge it and say, okay, no, I'm not going to stop this time. Guys, in full honesty and transparency, at those times in my journey, when it just was so much and couldn't stop crying, all of that, what did I do? I'm stubborn. I said, you know what? Do not let me get up off this ground from crying, screaming, rolling around, throwing dirt, whatever, having my tantrum until it is all out of me. I do not want to be back in this place ever. I'm already into this, so do not let me get up until it's done. What was the result on that? That was I believe it was 5 hours, 5 to 7 hours of intense crying on my closet floor. But I didn't get up. I felt it. I cried through it. And when I was done, yes, my face was completely swollen. My eyes were swollen. My lips looked like I got stuck to the bottom of a pool drain or had, huge lip injections. It was crazy. Cody, you guys know Cody, my eclectus. He was in my room with me at the time, and when I came out of the closet, he looked at me and he screamed and he went, "Oh!" It was so funny. I walked in, I looked in the mirror and I went, oh my God. My lips were so huge. It felt like my top lip was touching the tip of my nose. It was crazy. But anyways, why am I saying that? Because I was determined. I didn't want that program to keep going. What was the one thing that I didn't do before every time when I was in that position? I didn't push through. I would do whatever I could to stop that pain. And it was always ego-based and try to make me feel good, but it was making ego feel good, which in the long run made me feel more like shit. I had to do something different. So I said, all right, do not let me get up till I'm done. And that's what I did. I've never gone back to that level of pain in that issue. All right, Heart of Ascension, number 3, expansion, love for all, playfulness, and release the past. Guys, you've heard me talk about when we go through this heart expansion. It feels like we are breaking our own hearts. It's intense, it's scary, it's all of these things. But that's what needs to happen because, guys, in the Matrix, we've been living from our lower heart. Yes, there are two. Just like we have a physical body and we have a spiritual body. Same thing. We have a physical heart, we have a spiritual heart. You'll hear me call it the lower heart, physical, 3D, human. Higher heart, 5D, unconditional, divine. We have been living this life of survival from the lower heart. That's painful. That's the painful 3D love. All of that. Now, where you're at in this journey, you are moving out from that. You are stepping into the higher heart. That's where depths of love are. That's where your true self is. The heart of ascension. Guys, it's not a walk in the park. It hurts. It hurts. It can physically hurt, emotionally and mentally, but keep going, because that's where the answer is. And it is expansion. All right, let's wrap this up. We've got 28 magical realms. This is another 10. Belief, confidence, co-creative power. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah. Open up, allow yourself to move in this way. Your lower heart, monkey mind, altered ego is absolutely terrified for you to step into your power. Why? Because when you do, you step into your authenticity. That's your seat of power. When you're in your seat of power and your authenticity, monkey mind, altered ego cannot play on the playground. It doesn't want that. 17, Gaian awakening, preparing relocation and ascension. For those of you that have been interested in light language, or you're looking into that, listening to different videos about that, it is part of your purpose. For those of you that have religion in your background, the religious hangover, it really is a thing. Light language, Christianity calls it tongues. It's light language, guys. Number 18, galactic guidance, star family assistance and cooperation. Yep. You've got your angels and your spirit guides and your ancestors all around you. They are helping. You just have to heed. I don't even want to say heed. It's not warnings, but you have to listen and be aware and move with intuition. Intuition never comes with instructions. It's a hunch. It's a highlighted hint, and it requires action. Where we mess it up is when we start questioning the intuition or the hunch. That's when altered ego takes over and hijacks it. All right, beautiful heart. I hope this gave you some clarity and some hope for today. I see you. I feel you. I'm holding space for you, and I am sending each and every one of you oceans of love and support from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bye-bye.